my name's Margaret. I'll be the nurse with you today, okay?
Okay.
I just wanted to sit down and talk to you about your current medical history as part of our admission process. Just have to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. So can you tell me about your past medical history?
Yeah. I believe I'm here today because I have high blood pressure. But other than that, I've been pretty healthy my entire life. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with SVT, but I
Okay.
had the heart ablation done, so I haven't had any problems since.
Okay. So let's start with your high blood pressure. When were you diagnosed with that?
A couple weeks ago, I came in for a checkup, and they said it was a little bit on the high side, and I believe it's due to my dieting.
Okay. Do you follow any particular type of diet?
Not really, not as recently.
Okay. Can you tell me more about any exercise you might do?
My job is physically demanding, but I don't deliberately go out and exercise now.
Okay, gotcha. Do you do anything else that might trigger high blood pressure besides diet?
Semi-stress at work, a little bit of stress at home once in a while, but other than that, I'm pretty easygoing.
Okay. Do you do anything at the moment to help with stress management or stress reduction?
Mm-mm.
Okay, all right. Can you tell me about any surgical history you might have? I know you said you had your ablation for your SVT. Anything else?
Nothing that I can think of now.
Okay. Now, with your SVT, I just wanted to dive into that a little bit deeper. So how old were you when you got diagnosed with that?
I think I was 12 or 13, maybe a little bit older.
Okay, and tell me more about what happened. What came on with those symptoms?
I'd be playing sports with my friends or just going out for a walk or a run or something like that, and then my heart would trigger and beat uncontrollably until
Okay.
I would bear down, and then I'd be able to break free of it.
Oh, okay. All right. And when did you say you had your surgery?
Not sure. I think it was either 12 or 13 or a little bit later.
Okay.
It was like 10 years ago or something like
Okay.
that, so I can't remember.
All right. And after your surgery, did they put you on any type of medications for your heart?
No.
Okay. And you don't take anything now, you said?
No.
Okay. Can you tell me also about your family history?
Yeah, there's high blood pressure on my dad's side and then diabetes on my mom's side. Other than that, I can't think of anything that sticks out.
Okay. And you've never been diagnosed with diabetes yourself? Okay. And I know you said you don't take any medications. Do you take any herbs or supplements of any sort either?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And how would you describe your current level of activity? I know you said that you have a highly demanding, physically demanding job,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't participate in any type of physical activity other than that. Is that correct?
That's about right, yes.
Okay. All right. And can you tell me about the current amount of sleep and rest that you get?
Between 6 and 8 hours every night, depending on what I've eaten that day and what ends up being on the TV that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And would you describe your sleep to be very restful? When you wake up in the morning, do you feel very rested and ready to take on the day, or do you feel more drained, like you haven't gotten good quality sleep?
No, it's typical that I feel pretty rested in the morning, so sometimes it's hard to get out of bed.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. And do you participate in any type of activity to help your sleep or your rest become more high quality, so to speak? Or no? Okay. All right. And so I want to switch gears a little bit and talk more about a little bit more personal things. These questions aren't meant judgmentally in any way.
Okay.
Just want to dive in and learn more about you.
Okay.
Okay. So can you please tell me about any type of recreational drugs that you participate in?
I don't.
Okay, no drugs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And on average, how much alcohol do you think you consume in an evening?
It's only a couple times a month, honestly.
Okay. And what do you drink when you do drink?
Just beer.
Okay. How many would you say that you would drink in an evening?
3 or 4, depending on the
Okay,
occasion.
so 3 or 4 beers in an evening, spread out over a longer period of time. Okay. May I ask if you're sexually active?
I am.
Okay. And what kind of measures are you taking to prevent yourself from contracting any type of sexually transmitted diseases or infections?
Condoms.
Okay, so you do use condoms when you have sex. Do you use
Yes.
them all the time?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And may I also ask about if you're participating in any self-testicular exams? Are you doing those monthly or?
It's typically once a month, every to a couple of other month.
Okay, so once a month or once every other month.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you ever had any problems?
Not that I can think of.
Never found anything during an exam.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now switching gears again, I'd like to learn more about you. Tell me about what you do. What's your job like?
Well, I'm a certified welding inspector, so I inspect welds as they're being put together for refineries and shops and all types of things.
Oh, wow.
So it's slightly physically demanding, and I have to be on point about everything and my head in the game.
So it's a very mentally and physically engaging type of career.
Yes.
Okay, very interesting. And how long have you been doing that?
3 years now.
Okay. Now, that sounds like you're working around oil refineries, is that
Yes.
right? Okay, so are there any, like, occupational hazards that you run into on the job?
Other than safety around equipment and around potential radiation and the naturally occurring like substances that come in the refinery between toxic gases and just products that could potentially be leaking or whatever the case is, not really, no.
Okay, so it sounds like you kind of have a few things there. You're exposed to radiation?
Yes.
Okay, now diving into that, what kind of measures do you do or do you take to protect yourself from radiation exposure, radiation illness?
We use shielding, so we stay away from it as long as we can. Keep your distance and don't stay around it as long as you need to.
Okay, and have you ever been exposed to too much radiation or have any illnesses related to that?
No, it's more along the lines of if I were getting a lot, it would only be for a short amount of time, so the equivalent dose would be not that high at all.
Okay, so nothing that would pose a risk to you medically. No. Okay, all right. And then you said about the refineries have naturally occurring substances such as gases that could be toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been exposed to those?
Yes, but in very, very small amounts. We
Okay.
have monitors that tell us if it's even near, so we just evacuate if
Okay.
needed.
All right, so nothing that poses a medical risk to you for in that nature either.
No.
Okay, all right. And let's see here. I would also like to know about what makes you happy. What kind of things in your life make you happy?
Well, one, my wife makes me happy. That's pretty much self-explanatory. My car hobby makes me happy. It's something that I can really put my soul into. I have 3 cats and a dog, and pretty much it's a zoo at this point. I'm pretty easygoing, low stress, low maintenance, so I'm just coasting.
Okay, all right. And by coasting, you mean that it doesn't take a lot to put a smile on your face, that
Mhm.
type of feeling. Okay,
Exactly.
very nice, very nice. And how long have you been married? I heard that you were married.
Was it 5 years now, 6 years, something like that?
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And you feel fulfilled in your marriage.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Let's see here. So, we talked about your profession, but I also want to kind of know about your educational level. How far did you get in school? What type of education you go into?
I have my high school diploma and also some college credits, but by the time that I got into the field that I am now, it was all on-the-job training.
Oh, okay.
And my employer sent me out.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So it's kind of all handled by your company.
Internal, yes.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right. And now switching gears again, I just kind of want to know more about like your spirituality. What are your views on higher powers or anything that kind of makes you feel connected to something?
And doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. All right. So not really something that you're super involved in. Are you open-minded to something like that, or?
Yeah, within reason. It's just it's
Okay.
not something that's on my mind all the time.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So that kind of wraps it up for me. I just wanted to know if there's anything that I could answer for you, any questions you might have about what you're going to go through in the hospital, anything that I can do for you.
No, nothing that I can think of. Just as soon as the checkup's done, I'll be on my way.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to go grab the doctor, have them come in and do their exam on you, all right? and then we'll see what we can do for your high blood pressure, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, no problem. If you need anything, again, I'm Margaret, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.